guys, welcome to this week's episode of the LOVIN Show. I'm back with Shireen.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
And this week we are joined by the man who was reportedly once kicked out of Saudi Arabia for being too handsome. Omar Borkan, welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Not at all. We want to get to know you, but first can you please clear up all of the debate? Were you in fact once kicked out of Saudi back in 2013?
I was not kicked out of the whole country, but I was kind of being asked to leave the festival itself, yeah.
Which festival was this?
The Janadriya festival.
I had a feeling. I told her, I was like, there's usually this situation going on at Janadriya.
And was it because you were too attractive for the public?
People really have to know the whole story before, you know. But before that incident, I was doing modeling already, and my pictures were being used on like all the chat rooms, BBM Messenger. I don't know if you remember. And so when I was there, some girls noticed who I am, and they like kind of recognized me from the pictures, and they came to ask for a picture and an autograph. And then another girl came, and then scenes start happening, and then the police, the religion police back then, they came and they asked me to basically just not to cause a problem. You have to leave the festival very politely, and then. A coincidence that I had my flight back to Canada. I used to live in Canada back then. I had my flight back to Canada in the same day, and I really don't know. I went back to Canada. The next day I went to work, and
saw your face everywhere.
No, I went to work, and like I was just like in the company working, and another colleague came up to me and he was like, "Omar, did you check your Facebook?" And I was like, "Not since not since I came back." And he was like, "They're saying that you got kicked out, and your two friends from Saudi Arabia for being too handsome." And I was like, I really did not give it any attention. I was like, just like another, whatever. And 2 hours later, another guy came up to me, and he said the same thing. So I was like, okay, let's go check it out. So I went on Google, and I found like millions of kind of articles saying the same thing. And I went, the top article was like from the Huffington Post. That's when I knew it's serious, because I saw like
we need
an
to address
interview
this now.
and like three people, a guy and two girls, discussing my picture, and I was like, oh my god, this is serious.
That's kind of showing the viral effect of the internet before.
The one day was like all in Asia. The next day it was like all in Latin America. That's when I knew it's like it went on Good Morning America, Chelsea Lately, the comedy.
And I
show.
remember when this blew up, I was just like, oh my god, like I need to literally figure out, verify what is going on.
Now we know.
Now we know. Now you guys know the story, the backstory behind that. So your Insta bio reads that you are a model, obviously, a photographer, and an entrepreneur. What's a regular day like in your day-to-day life?
Well, nowadays it's mostly I'm doing a lot of social media work. So I do a lot of campaigns, photo shoots, and at the same time I have my show that goes on YouTube and Snapchat. So like every week, every Wednesday. Usually I shoot a whole episode, so it's taken a lot of my time.
Okay.
And do you have like a particular passion of each of those things? Like, would you rather be a photographer, an entrepreneur?
I love photography a lot. I studied directing. I love photography. This is my passion since I really started everything. It was all about photography. I used to like take my friends, take pictures of them, and just like edit it for them, and then they posted on Facebook trying to get some girls and all that. And then one of my friends came and he was like, you know what, you should be also like taking pictures of yourself. And I was like, none of you guys know how to take pictures. And then I figured that I can let them just take 100 pictures, and one of them it will be, like the picture that I really want.
One should work out.
Exactly, one should work out. And then this is how it started.
So then how does that feel, being like from going behind the camera to being now completely in front, all the time? Was it hard to adjust to at first?
Not really.
You've always been...
I kind of had like that relationship with the camera, so I knew like what to do, and I used to remember like what I asked people to do when
you direct
put them
exactly
in front of the camera, and the directing background helped me a lot to be like on point all the time, and
fair, actually. Makes sense.
And now obviously you have 1.2 million followers, which is pretty incredible.
Right.
But are you posting your own pictures? Are you taking your own pictures? How does that work?
Well, a lot of time right now, to be honest, I don't take my own pictures. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I have like either my brother, a personal photographer that I have with me in most of the events. He goes out and he takes some videos for me, take pictures, and just like send me ready stuff that I post. But I actually like a lot to take pictures with my phone too. because nowadays everywhere you go on Instagram, professional photos, and you don't get related too much when you see that professional photo. You feel like it's edited, it's like being like photo shoot, you know. But
You
like
want
when you
that
take a
native
picture
feel.
from your phone, you can relate to it. You know, like you can feel closer to the person.
That's true.
Yeah.
So then, with the 1.2 million followers
Yeah.
and the legion of fans that we see on the comment section and whatnot,
Right.
what's the most hilarious DM that you've ever gotten? I mean, I'm sure there's so many, but like off the top of your head.
Well, I get a lot of, you know, like
Marriage
proposals, a lot,
Really?
a lot on a daily basis. I can guarantee if I open my phone right now, I'll find you one or two.
And is it usually the same people or?
Not really, no. Every day you get, but like every
Consistency is key, guys.
period of time, I get like one fan to, you know, like or two, you know, that they stick with me for like 6 months, and then they maybe like get tired of me
They
not
give up.
replying, you know, like not replying on their message, and they just like give up on me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
A quick question about you're obviously doing a bit of modelling here. Is there a
Right.
competitive male model scene in Dubai
Oh, yeah,
for
good
anyone
one.
who's interested?
See, that's the thing. When I started back 2008, I was like the kind of the first male model in the region, the whole region. There were like no other model that used to do like the Kandora thing and like the whole Arabic look. So back then was like just too easy. No one, you know, and social media was not big, you know, like to do like modeling on social media, you know. But now it's pretty big, but still, like, for girls it's way different than guys. Look, we don't have many options to do, you know, like once it comes to social media modeling, work, campaigns, all the promotions, girls have so many different options to work on, you know. So
Interesting.
it's different.
That's
yeah.
true. The categories are more varied for
Yeah, they have like the
female
beauty,
models.
the
Yeah.
skin, all that.
Fair.
Mhm.
So on that note, have you actually always lived in you said you mentioned you living
Yeah,
in
I
Canada
lived
back
most
then.
of my life here, and then I moved when I was 18 to Canada.
Okay.
I stayed there for 8 years and then came back in 2015.
Okay, so you're practically like raised in Dubai, so
Dubai,
very
yeah.
familiar with old Dubai and all
Yeah,
of that.
yeah,
Cool.
Of course, yeah.
Very cute.
yeah.
And
Cool.
are you a dad?
I'm a dad, yeah. I am a dad.
Amazing. And
For-
can you tell us, has that changed your life?
A lot,
Yeah.
to be honest. Changed. I was super. Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but like I drive dangerously. I drive fast. Let's say I do things. Let's say without thinking, or you know, like without thinking, what's the consequences that are gonna come after. But nowadays, everything that I want to do, I have to think about. Like I have a son that he's like, you know, relying on me, and I have to provide, and I have to do this and that to make a better future for him. So like even when I go driving, if I try to, you know, like do some crazy stuff, and I'd be like, better chill
Hold
out.
it back.
Better chill out. Yeah.
Did he start school in the last few days, or?
Now
is
he's
he at
3
that
years
age?
old. Yeah,
Okay.
he's 3 years old. He's talking more and being more naughty, and he's jumping around all the time, and he keeps asking for stuff. Now where he start understanding what he wants, what he don't want, and then like I want a dog, I want a cat, I want, and his mom
It's
is
a phrase you don't want them to have.
exactly, and like his mom is spoiling him because like he's the only baby, and I have to be the one paying.
There's always one. Good cop, bad cop.
I
Right?
have to
Good
be
cop,
the
bad
one,
cop,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So then let's get a little bit more into the personal, deeper things. So what's
Cool.
the one thing in your life that you wish you did more of, and one thing that you wish you did less of?
I wish back in 2013, I wish I accepted more opportunities when it comes to work.
Okay.
I you know, like I didn't do much. I believe like I didn't do much back then, and the things that I do less, I wish I do less, is like, and I have this problem until now. I trust people very fast. You know, like I can meet you and then
Already immediately
5
have
minutes
that
later,
trust.
I can literally trust you, you know,
Yeah.
and then I get in trouble a lot from trusting people, and I wish I can do.
Just
trust
be a
them.
bit more cautious for the next
and
time, yeah?
think about
They're interesting
everything twice.
answers that aren't just the run of the mill.
Yeah, yeah.
Quick question about kind of career highlights today. What's the best kind of moment that you've had in your work so far?
The best moment I remember first photo shoot for a magazine, cover magazine. So the news broke up,
Yeah.
and the first country that I was visiting was Mexico. So I went to Mexico, They had me there for 3 days to do the shoot for the magazine, and then they sent me back to Canada. Okay, and they told me on the releasing the cover, you have to come back 2 weeks later. And then 2 weeks later, when they sent for me, I went down in the airport, and there were literally probably 5,000 and plus people waiting, and with with pictures and all that. And then that was like the shock for me, like, oh, actually,
the defining
I
moment.
made it.
Yeah.
It's like just
Mom, I made it.
Mom, I made it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cool. So
That was a moment that I actually cannot
forget.
Yeah.
Amazing. I wish there was like a video of that somewhere. Do you think there would be?
Probably can find on YouTube. Yeah.
I did see an interesting video of someone being taken out of a Saudi festival.
Really? No, I don't think that was me. No.
It didn't look real.
No, that wasn't me.
I wasn't sure if it was.
And on to our last questions. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I don't know.
Or do you not like to think that too far ahead?
I really don't have the 10 years plan. I usually like to have probably like the maximum 1 year plan to just like I like to focus on what I'm doing. I have the vision. I have like the vision of the 10 years what I want to be, but everyone wants to like be stable financially, be stable where it comes to family, where he wants to live and all that. Sure. So I know that I want to have, like my company and be like a very successful person, just be financially stable and, like live
keep it
life
pushing,
more comfortable, like.
Okay. So now we are going to move on to our next segment called Tell Us What You Really Think. What we're going to do is give you a statement each, and you'll either agree or oppose with a quick brief thought.
Sounds good.
Or if you want to go into detail with it, that's up to you.
Okay.
I will start with the first statement. Cats are better than dogs. Simple.
Disagree. No. I have
So you're
both,
more of a dog person.
but I'm a dog person. I love dogs. Yeah, they're more loyal.
Agree with you on that. We
Yeah,
are very in
Can't relate.
disagreement on this.
Can't
They're
relate.
more loyal.
Next one, influencers get paid too much.
Disagree, to be honest. It's a very hard work, and they put a lot of work, and they get paid. Well, if you compare it to different jobs, I think they do. Once you compare it to different jobs, but like for the work we do, and the value that we give back, it's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think the value to brands, some people kind of miss that when they see the glossy Insta
Well, you
feed.
compare it to the billboards how much they spend on billboards when you put in.
And what you get back from
and when
that,
you get back from it, and you put it next to the influencer, you can reach 1 million person where you know.
That's true. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
That's what they say.
Oh, you
Do
don't
you
agree?
Do I agree? I agree, but I don't do it. Like I really don't have breakfast a lot.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Social media causes anxiety.
In terms of what?
In terms of it might make you question your life in a negative way.
Like scrolling through it, something of the
I think
sort.
it depends how you look at your social media. Once your social media becomes a kind of your career and your life, and like this is how you make your money and all that, you start looking at it differently.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, they have, sorry, but I'm gonna take my time, but a lot of people, they do have this anxiety because they're confident, their self-esteem all related to their Instagram profile. So if they don't get this amount of likes on this picture, they feel like, oh, there's something wrong, like, oh, maybe I'm not looking good enough. And once you start thinking about it this way, that's when you'll be like,
becomes
you
a
have
bit
the
poisonous.
anxiety. Yeah.
So for our last statement, you only exceed in life through hard work.
Succeed?
Succeed, yeah.
Of course. Hard work.
Or exceed.
Dedication.
You actually wrote exceed. Same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Exceed, succeed.
I believe hard work, dedication, and just have that goal in mind, and you keep every day you wake up and you chase the same goal. That's how you succeed in life, of course.
Consistency.
Yeah,
Love that.
consistency, of
Yeah.
course.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us on
you.
today's
Thank
LOVIN
you for
Show.
having
It was
me.
really nice to get the background story on, the
The
Saudi situation.
Thank you for having me.
Unbelievable. We are back every Wednesday, same time,
Yep.
same place.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.